What is it with people right now? Just all over us. And we're not even driving slow. We're doing like 55 on this. It's another impatient soccer mom riding people's butt. Look at that, dude. It's unnecessary. We need to get these dumb humans out of the driver's seat ASAP. Let's go, Tesla. Honestly, it is far too easy to get a driver's license. Man, if I was in charge of it, I would raise the standard so much higher. Probably including a certain number of hours, similar to when you're getting like your Class A CDL to drive a big rig. You know, you gotta get, I don't know if the standards have changed after the whole post-pandemic fiasco, but it used to be 120 hours of time with an instructor in that rig to, you know, get licensed to drive that vehicle. I would be okay with even a third or a fourth of that as a required amount of training with an instructor, not with your mom or dad that's probably wrong about what driving is about anyway. Because, man, human drivers. All right, I'll get off that soapbox. System's doing pretty good, though. Got about another 7 kilometers to our target destination, but I don't really imagine there being too much to report. We'll see, because we have to go from the 94 onto the 5, and then quickly from the 5 to the 163 heading north through the dreaded 163 exit that is essentially 4 to 5 lanes that merge down to 1 lane. And traditionally, FSD has handled that exit pretty well. You know, it's not been too horrible. We'll see how it handles it today, though. Okay, yeah, it looks like there's quite a bit of traffic up here on this 163 exit, which is very much the standard. It's always a nightmare. And I usually do everything I can to avoid it by taking this 6th Avenue exit and going down 6th to Washington to get around it, or taking B Street downtown to 11th and shooting right past all of it because you go in the inside lane that isn't part of this. But for the channel and for you guys, I'm going to subject myself and Mew to this ridiculous exit on-ramp scenario. So here comes some heavy braking. Not too bad, though. That was a pretty consistent amount of G-force that wasn't super uncomfortable, especially given everyone's coming down to like a stop here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 lanes. Yeah, 5 lanes, because the third condenses into the 2 lanes here. Those 2 lanes are condensing into 1 lane, so at the end where that cement truck is, you're already at about 3-ish, 4 lanes that are kind of coming together. But this is both the 5 south and the 5 north joining into the 163, which is like the oldest highway in San Diego, and it really can't be expanded any more than it is. And I think it's also a historical landmark. I could be wrong about that, but I don't imagine this will ever really be added to, expanded, or changed. And we're gonna measure FSD's etiquette through here and commitment, you know, how it handles this chaos. I'm expecting the humans around me to be impatient and entitled and try to fight their way in, which is standard operating procedure. And we will see how our robot friend here handles it. I like that we sort of sped up there because we still have a good delineation of these lanes. And now we're sort of getting rocky and uncomfortable and stopping and going. And these are the scenarios where, as you know, myself, I could make this whole sequence much smoother, essentially never stopping and just moderately changing my speed to flow in and make the experience pretty seamless, especially if I have a passenger. FSD is a little bit more on edge, a little bit more rocky and jolty, as you can see the yoke quickly going left to right. So it's one of the reasons it can be a little uncomfortable as a user of FSD to subject other people to it that are in your car, because you almost feel embarrassed like you would for a friend who doesn't know what they're doing and just like, oh my god, can you just get this done right so we're fine? See, we're getting up on this guy's quarter panel a lot more than I'd like, and then we just overly hit the brakes there. I haven't touched the throttle. I've got my foot hovering over it, and we need to go. Now I'm giving it throttle because we're lingering way too far back. We need to continue to flow here and work our way in, and we're just hitting the brakes, pinching up this right lane behind us. We don't want to be responsible for a slinky where you're contracting and making everything else worse. Now we seem to be flowing in really quite well, so I really only had to give it one throttle kick to move it forward. And this is basically the end of it, and that was unnecessary. Dramatic! Overall, not horrible. I'd give that a C. C+, B-, because I had to give it that throttle kick to move us forward. And then now all the impatient people fly by us on the left side, which is fine. And we honestly should stay in this lane. It's part of staging and accuracy when it comes to routes. Our exit's 2 kilometers away, roughly a mile and a half away. And we're going to be taking an exit to the right to get onto Washington Street, heading to Great Maple, which is an awesome breakfast spot over here, which is so good. Incredible. You should see the French toast logs. They're literally like freaking square logs of French toast. I haven't had breakfast yet. Sorry, I'm hungry. But yeah, staging wise, we don't want to get in the left lane to try to get around people. We're cruising at a decent speed. The speeds through this part of the 163 are about 60 miles an hour, 97K, which is good. That's what we're hitting right now. And there's really no reason to take it up or speed up. We're about a kilometer out, or just over half a mile away from our exit. Got a nice Lamborghini and Ferrari on the other side. Pretty. Okay, now let's see if we slow down and get behind this Tesla, which I think we should have. Well, now they're hitting the brakes to get over, and we're hitting the brakes to get over, and that's okay. B minus, C plus kind of scenario there. Maybe a little harsh. We'll say just a solid B on that. And this is the chaos of Washington Street all merging together. All in all, not bad, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Try to get this out as soon as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and take over as we end this route, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.